Hi, this is Dr. Jack Belitz, and welcome to the Ask Dr. Jack show. I am here to answer questions that people have, whether they're patients or people just wanting to know because they saw me on YouTube. You can come into the office and ask a question, or you can email them to askdrjackbee, askdrjackb, @gmail.com. Okay, let's get into it. First question for the first episode comes from one of my patients this morning. She said that she noticed a lot of people were getting colds and flu this time of year and couldn't understand why since it's the spring. And she wants to know what's going on. Well, it is a very common thing because whenever your body has to undergo a seasonal change, there's a lot of internal things that have to happen. And sometimes those changes create energy draws from systems like the immune system. And if the immune system isn't working at peak potential, something that it might have been able to fight off even as late as last week might cause a little bit of a problem and create a cold or a flu symptom. So if you've got that kind of symptom in your life right now, what can you do with it? Well, let's talk about how the body works. The immune system works with little cells called white blood cells. These white blood cells go in and grab the bad guys, eat them up, and basically that's how your body gets cured. If they were always working, you would be suffering from a condition called an autoimmune disorder. In other words, your body is eating itself alive. We don't want that. If your white blood cells were all kind of corralled into this white blood cell organ and only released when your body detected a problem, it could take weeks to get over a simple little cold. So what does your body do? It is beautifully developed this way. Basically what happens is the white blood cells are allowed to circulate all over the body all the time, but they can only become active if your body reaches a certain temperature. How cool is that? So if you ever wondered why you always get a fever when you get sick, it's because the higher the fever, the more the white blood cells are working. So that brings us to the next question. How do we get over a cold or flu quick? Well, that's an easy one. What we want to do is we want to get to that febrile state with using as little energy as possible, because let's face it, in order to get a fever, it takes a lot of energy. That's why you feel so drained. So if you were to go, and this is what my daughters hated to do when they were kids, but it really worked, it's called the sweaty outies. You take a long sleeve cotton t-shirt, put it on you, then take a bag. I like the bags from like the dry cleaners the best. It's a very thin plastic, but if you don't have one of that, a trash bag does fine too. Open a little opening for your head and your arms so you don't suffocate, but put that on over the cotton t-shirt and then put 2 or 3 sweatshirts on. What you're gonna find is it's gonna allow your body's temperature to increase a lot faster than it otherwise would have. And it'll stay up there nice and hot. Now, you might go to sleep for a couple hours and then wake up soaking from sweat. Well, what's happening is your body's using the sweat to kind of pull out the toxins in the body, and that's kind of one of the things that gets you well a little quicker. But if you do wake up like that, just because it's the middle of the night doesn't mean you get up. You have to go, you have to take everything off, put a brand new dry cotton t-shirt on, put all this plastic and the sweatshirts back on, and then go back to sleep. And you do this until you're feeling well. You'll get over things a lot quicker if you do that. One of the things that I have noticed with my patients is they say, well, why is it I can't just take something to lower the fever? Well, if you do that, think about, we just learned how the body works. If the fever isn't there, yeah, you feel a little better, like you're not quite as hot, but your body is also not fighting that problem very efficiently. So you're going to end up having the problem a lot longer than you would have if you just allowed your fever to get up for a day or so and it'd be over with and gone. So that's the first thing that you can do. The second thing is you want to check the amount of vitamin C that's in your body. Linus Pauling was the original guy that did most of the vitamin C research, and this is way back when, and he suggested that people that were healthy should take at least 25,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. I don't know if I would go that much, but That's what he suggested. Now, his contemporaries had said that's crazy. They laughed at him. But here, years later, Linus Pauling is still doing research in his 90s, and the guys that were laughing at him were already in the ground. So there's got to be something to what he had to say. So when you get sick, my suggestion is take about 4,000 or 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C in the morning. Take some more at night. If you want to take some in the middle of the day, great. All it's going to do is help your body fight this thing a little bit quicker than it otherwise would have. The last thing, most important, we save the most important for last, is your immune system has got to be able to function properly. And one of the ways that the immune system works is by the nervous system. So if your nervous system is not up to full potential, then your immune system is not going to be able to control all the activities that need to take place as efficiently as possible. So if you get sick, get into the office as soon as you can. Even if somebody has to drive you, even if you don't want to get other people sick, don't worry about it. Come on in. If they're in the office, they're getting adjusted. They don't have to worry about it. Get adjusted. Get that immune system working at peak potential, and you'll get over things a lot quicker. Well, that's it for the first initial episode of Ask Dr. Jack. And I'm Dr. Jack Belitz. Very happy to be here, and I will see you later.